Nada Karima Fasya from PGSD Kelas B PPG Prajabatan. I am here to reflect on the 4 topics I have learned. The first topic I have learned is introduction about myself and family, which is written into descriptive text. The second, I have learned work and hobbies, written into procedural text. The third is school, and which is written into recount text. And the last one is about environment, which is written into persuasive text. I will reflect on what I have learned, why it is important, the impact, and the improvement. What is the most important thing you have learned from the text? In the first topic, I learned how to introduce myself, my family, such as family members, hobbies, work, and etc. And then I learned how to organize this introduction in a descriptive text. Why is it important to talk about this in the text? The first thing you do in a lesson is to introduce yourself. This material is very important as a basis for introducing ourselves in different situations in English, so that others know us well. Family introduction are also important, so that we know the difference in our families. In conveying self-introduction and family will be more structured by using descriptive text, because by writing it in descriptive text, reader can clearly know the description and detail of what we are conveying. What impact do you want to make through writing? I want to have a good impact on myself, the readers, and also the learners. When introducing family members, I usually still make mistake to distinguish between nephew and niece and other. So, after learning, I can easily know the difference. In addition, by learning the basic of introducing oneself and one's family, the learners become aware of the basics of introduction. Then, the impact for me is that I become more confident in introducing myself to the audience, and also the audience becomes more understanding of what I am saying, because when I have understood the concept of introduction with descriptive text, I'm able to compose an introduction text that is easier to understand. What will you do to improve the quality of your writing? There are many things that I still need to improve in terms of quality. I still like to make mistakes and I don't know the vocabulary I'm going to use. There are also a lot of pronunciation that need to be corrected when meeting friends. With these shortcomings, I need to enrich my vocabulary by getting used to meeting new vocabulary so that I will automatically find out more. Then, when I look up a word, I also pronounce it and help the application to pronounce it correctly so that I know where the mistake or the error is. This is the result of my descriptive text. In topic 2, the important things I have learned are about hobbies, work, and how I can make a step about the hobbies in a piece of writing. Discussing hobbies is important because it allows me to recognize what I like to do, which makes me know myself better. Discussing work is also important because I found out about new jobs. Then it turns out that a hobby can be turned into a fun job. Furthermore, if we want to communicate the step in doing our hobby in a structured and correct way, we need knowledge in understanding procedural text. So, learning procedural text is important. I would like to have an impact that we realize that everyone has their own interests and skills. So, we will know ourselves better by knowing our hobbies. In addition, the various activities carried on this topic have trained my socialization with friends by conducting interviews. Furthermore, mastering the concept of procedural text will have an impact on the readers. The readers will be able to understand how to make or do something correctly according to the step of the procedural text in order to minimize mistakes or even accident while doing it. To improve the quality of my writing and understanding, of course, I will continue to practice. I will also have to pay attention to the sentence I use, whether this sentence have clearly described the steps or whether they make it ambiguous. I also need to improve my vocabulary and practice my pronunciation so that I can write and explain the text properly. And this is the procedure text I have created. In topic 3, the important things that I have learned are memories of school, such as the first day of school and the ban on bullying. I also organize by story into a recount text. Discussion related to the school environment are very important because we will return to the pleasant memories of the first day of school and remember well the activities and friends at school. Understanding and learning about bullying is crucial. Rampant cases of bullying occur due to a lack of education from their immediate environment. Therefore, this learning is not only for yourself, but as a teacher, it is certainly important to educate children from an early age about the prohibition of bullying. In understanding this context, it is important to understand so that we can recount experience well, systematically, and provide interesting information so that readers can appreciate and be entertained by the story. I want this educational text in the form of a ban on bullying to be able to educate its readers as a precaution if they see or become a survivor of bullying, so that they can prevent or help people who are victims of bullying. After studying and creating a recount text, it is hoped that readers will be able to understand the sequence of events in a text coherently. Then, The reader can also be carried away by the atmosphere conveyed, so that it can improve the quality of my writing. I pay attention to the sequence of events in the story and the details of the information. Then, don't forget to pay attention to the tense use, so that there are no mistakes in writing the context, such as using the simple past tense. This is the context that I created. The important thing I have learned in topic 4 is persuasive text and the importance of protecting the environment. Discussing the environment is very contextual to everyday life. It is important for me, the readers, and the learners to know that the environment around us needs to be maintained and preserved. Persuasive text is used as a medium to narrate invitation and argument to protect our environment, so that we will be influenced to protect our environment. I want the text that I have written have a positive impact on me, the readers, and the learners by enabling us to protect the environment from within and without coercion. Then, the impact that will be felt is that we can create a persuasive text that contains our invitation or argument to save our environment and make the readers aware, so that it becomes a good habit that can be applied in everyday life. To improve the quality of my writing, of course, I need to read many other references to strengthen my understanding. Then, I also need to pay attention to simple solutions that can be done, so that the message and invitation I write can reach the readers well and be fully understood. This is the persuasive text that I work